Yo YouTube, what's crackalackajackasmacin, this Waffleman video. And you remember I said I had a suggestion for NBA 2K19, which by the way comes out in a month. It's August 5th right now. Game comes out September 7th. I still think you still gotta pay $100 to get this game, and I made a couple of charts to see the games I was going to get this fall, and the total cost of all the games I'm going to get is $504, which is a lot of money to spend on video games, man. I mean, that's half $1,000. I mean, that's a lot. There's a lot of games coming out, but still, it's kind of crazy. And Spider-Man and 2K19 come out on the same day. And that Spider-Man game, man, listen, if you played Spider-Man 2, PS2, you know what I'm talking. That shit was fire, bro. But this game, that game looking fire too. So, listen, it's gonna be tough to see which game I'm gonna play. Of course, obviously, I'm gonna be playing 2K19. But come on, the same day, it's gonna be tough, man. I'm gonna be trying to play both games at the same time. But like I said, man, game comes out in about a month. Gotta pay $100 if you want to get it on Friday. Unfortunately, I believe that's the only way to get it on Fridays if you pay $100. It sucks. I know it sucks. It's stupid. It's really stupid. They're really charging you 40 extra instead of just charging you the regular 60. You know, you reserve the game, you want to get it on Friday, you want to get it early, just reserve the game for $5 at GameStop or pre-order on Amazon or wherever you go to get your games. Come pick it up, $60. Nope, now they want to charge you $100. Alright, 2K, we see you. This game better be fire if that's the case. But anyways, the suggestion I had was basically about the shot, man. Remember back in 2K17, we had so many shooting patches, so many shooting fixes. It was ridiculous, man. Like, they would have like 2 or 3 shooting patches in 1 week. And niggas is always complaining and they keep changing the shit. I remember one time you got full white bars, you couldn't make a shot. Another time you got full white bars, you made a lot of shots. Sometimes you barely got any greens, sometimes you got a lot of greens. Playmakers were getting a lot of greens, and it was just like, yo, it's just so inconsistent. You got all these different builds shooting, and 2K17 just lost itself in that, man. That was one of the biggest problems in that game. And in 2K18, the shooting is still low-key easy. I understand it's the park mode, and you can use boost too, and also walk-on program is also. But even arena program, the shooting is easy, man. Because listen, I'm gonna put this chart up on the screen right now. Have it on my phone, but as you can see on this chart, these are the 3-point attributes that my players currently have. So some of these 3 points aren't maxed out. Actually, most of them aren't maxed out. I know my lockdown defender 3-pointer is maxed out at a 54, but some of these other builds aren't maxed out at 3s. And you know, you look at this chart and listen, these 3-pointers are actually, they're not bad. Listen, my lockdown defender, if he comes on the court and you've seen this game, you're seeing this game, he's shooting some threes and he's making them. I mean, some games I come on the court, I shoot 2 out of 3 from 3. Now, most of these shots are in the corner, and it's a lot easier in the corner, but you got to take into account, it's not 2K17. So I don't have corner specialists. I don't have none of those badges. I have a lot of players obviously in this game, and haven't played this game as much as 2K17, so I haven't grinded as much, so I don't have any hotspots. Most of my players don't even have only one of my players has hotspots. My lockdown defender has no hotspots, so I never thought it mattered in this game. But you see this man making threes pretty easily, and it's like, well, he only has a 54-3, and if you look at this chart, that's the second lowest 3-point rating out of all my builds. My pure rim protector has the worst 3-point rating, but of course I think he's 7'3", and he's a pure rim protector obviously, and he's a big man, so that wouldn't make sense. But 49 compared to 54, it's not a crazy difference. It's only 5 attributes, even though 5 attributes could be large. But listen, man, these are low 3-point ratings, and you can make these threes. I mean, you see in the last video, in my slasher hit a go-ahead basket 3-point right into the defender's face. It wasn't really like, it was kind of slightly contested, you know what I'm saying? But it was like the fact that I was able to make that shot, and the fact that I had the guts to even step back and be like, you know what, I gotta make the 3. Who's gonna make it? I'll make it with a pure slasher who's only at 84 overall, who I just upgraded the 3-point 2 days ago. So what I'm trying to say is this, right? In this game, listen, you gotta take into account 2K forced us to upgrade. They're the ones that made the upgrades and the attributes that we have to upgrade. We can't choose our upgrades. So for example, in 2K17, instead of upgrading pull scoring, I might upgrade something like 3-point shot, which post scoring is a throwaway. That's a throwaway category because most people are not going to upgrade that. Even though some people upgrade it in a way able to cheese in some way, most people aren't going to upgrade post scoring. So that's a throwaway category. So you upgrade something else. But some people also didn't upgrade 3-point shots sometimes. And they took that and upgraded rebounding or strength, which is what I did with my pure slasher. And he was a great, listen, he out rebounded a lot of people because he had a 60-something rebounding, which in this game, everybody has that rebounding. So it's like, I don't even have an advantage. So if I'm a lockdown defender in 2K17, one of the biggest strengths is rebounding because obviously a lockdown defender has the vertical, the athleticism, and if you upgrade your rebounding, okay, well now you're a force because all these shooting guards, all these other small forwards, because listen, if you make a point forward, odds are you're not going to upgrade rebounding or maybe even strength. So that becomes a huge advantage for a lockdown defender who in 2K17, my lockdown had an 84 strength, 70-something rebounding. If you went up against him at small forward with Hall of Fame defensive stopper, that's a problem. You're going to be in trouble. He's going to be out rebounding you. He's going to be defending you. He's going to be pushing you around. That's why my lockdown defender in 2K17, that nigga was unstoppable. That nigga was a beast, man. And I didn't even have my 3-point upgraded. I never had my 3-point upgraded my lockdown defender in that game because he was so dominant in other categories. Now in this game, listen, my lockdown defender could shoot threes, but it wasn't my choice. It wasn't my, listen, if I had a choice, I ain't gonna lie, I probably would lower my 3-point right now, lower it maybe a little bit, and upgrade something like strength or upgrade. Listen, I would upgrade my lateral quickness, my speed, my rebounding. I would, because all that shit is not maxed. It's not maxed. I'm still missing categories in lateral quickness when that's one of the biggest traits a lockdown defender needs. I mean, steals and blocks is upgraded, but I really want that lateral quickness, man. Actually, to me, that's one of the most important attributes for a lockdown defender. Sure, shot contest 99 is cool and 98 steal obviously is a big deal, but you're leaving that lateral quickness, man. That's a big deal, man. So listen, man, in 2K19, if they allow us to pick our attributes, you're not gonna have a bunch of people being able to shoot threes. That's the first thing, because listen, every build in 2K18 can shoot threes. You might be playing on the court and be like, I'll leave him open. Every time I'm playing with Too Cool on Park, he'll be saying something on the mic like, yo, I'll just leave him open. I'm like, you better guard that nigga. Like, if he's you know, cherry picking around the 3-point line, he's dancing with the 3-point line, he's moving around the 3-point line, he'll shoot that ball. Like, he'll really shoot that ball. And I'm like, you better go guard him, because odds are he's gonna make that three. And a lot of people are making threes when they're not sharp shooting builds. They're not sharp shooting builds. But you look at this chart, my shot creating post score has a 64-3, and that's not maxed. Like, my playmaking defender 61, okay, it's alright. I mean, most of these builds have, my pure slasher makes his threes, it's a 54. These are low rated 3-point builds and they're making threes. So in 2K19, right, I feel like in order to at least balance the 3-point shot and the shot out and make people, you know, stop dancing around the 3-point line, they gotta lower the 3-point for some of these builds, man. I know a lot of people are not gonna like this because it's like, it's fine the way it is. But listen, man, when you got big men actually staying around the 3-point line, believing they can shoot threes, it's like, bruh. So first of all, if they need to go back to 2K17 the way we choose our attributes, so people actually lose other categories that are important to their build if they don't upgrade that. And then second of all, lower some of these attributes that are not prominent for these builds, like 3-point shot. Like, just lower it. I mean, listen, lower the 3 points to a max 3 for a lockdown is a 50. I wouldn't mind that. Lower the 3-point for a post score so it's max 3-point is a 45. You know, things like that. For a pure rim protector, lower that 3-point so that max is a 40. So now if you got a max 43-point, listen, you can take that all you want. I don't give a damn. That shit's probably gonna miss, and it should miss most of the time. So that's my suggestions. A lot of people might not like it. A lot of people are like, man, leave it the way, Waffle. Stop complaining. Listen, man, it's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Send me tweets on Twitter, PSN. Anyways, man, leave a like for more. I'm out for now. Peace.